Hey there. Welcome to Sounds Like Adventure. It's me, Jack. How you going? Sounds Like Adventure is a fully independent Australian actual play podcast, and you have tuned into Space Like Adventure. This is our current campaign, and it's a sci-fi campaign set in the world of the Expanse. I'm Jack, I'm your DM, and in each and every episode, I'm going to be joined by the following 5 wonderful people.
Hi, I'm Kes. Hi, she, her, my pronouns. I play Atea. She is a wannabe CEO who has nothing to lose anymore.
Hello, I'm Derek. He, him are my pronouns, and I play as Trevor, the former pro wrestling champion with the heart of gold.
Hi, I'm Jazzy. I use any pronouns, and I play Shrike, who is the resident young angsty belter trying to figure out where she belongs in life.
Hi, my name's Arlo. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm playing as Flint Bancroft, a former Martian naval officer with severe daddy issues.
Hi, I'm Jacob, he, him pronouns, and I play Mo, former beat cop and current drunken mess.
And me, I'm Jack, of course, the DM of this campaign, and my pronouns are he, him, and I play everyone else. So now you know who we are. Let's get into the real story. This is Space Like Adventure, a Sounds Like Adventure actual play all about a ragtag group of misfits overcoming their corporate overlords in the Expanse. Hey there, we're back. It's another episode of Space Like Adventure. Hey, it's me, Jack. How you going? Huge episode for you today, but before we get into it, I want to let you know we have a very special bonus stream coming up this Sunday, the 29th of September. So you might remember a little while ago, we did a giveaway where we gave you the chance to play with us, and we're finally having that first game. So join me, Jacob, and 4 lucky winners as we return to the world of Ethel Grove for a very special prequel one-shot. Who are the Runai anyway? You'll find out in that live stream. But let's get into today's episode. So in the last episode, the crew hatched a pretty complex scheme to try and get on board the mysterious cargo ship, the Ebenezer Hazard. Atea was going to attempt to seduce a big guy who was looking over a group of laborers to distract him, and then while distracted, Flint is going to attempt to knock him out and steal his clothes. So we're going to dive straight into it. When we pick it up, the scheme is unfolding. So you see in close-up, red letters written across the side of a small cargo hauler. And as our perspective pulls back, you see the words Pope Sanchez as they come into view. And as our perspective keeps sort of pulling back, you see a group of laborers loading and unloading cargo from the ship. There's a large leather-faced man in a vac suit who doesn't look unlike Mickey Rourke, overseeing the work. And approaching him from behind is Atea, who gets his attention and says,
Hi.
All right. So what we're going to do here right away, we're going to start this off with a roll immediately. So I want you to basically roll seduction here. I'm not going to give you a target number, but what I want you to do here is roll to decide what the initial approach looks like, what he sees when he turns around and looks at you, basically.
Finally get to use my seduction. Please.
Rolling that one fall in your face.
That is an 18.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh,
So in a 3d6 system, obviously an 18 is basically it's a 20 essentially. So this would be a dirty 20 in the.
Are we
D&D
surprised? No.
Exactly. So I want you to now take the result of this roll and describe what he sees when he looks over to you as you get his attention. And just before you do, to set the mood for you here.
All right. So this gentleman, she says, hi, and he turns and he sees this
beautiful young woman, blonde hair, just a beautiful complexion. Strangely, especially for these parts, she's not grubby. She's successfully been able to get all of the blood stains from earlier out of her red vest, which maybe it's red because of, to hide the blood. And she struts kind of over to him with a real pep in her steps. She's in her domain. It's quite a domineering presence. And yeah, she'll strut over to him.
So he looks Atea over and he raises an eyebrow and he says, Well. The name's Haig. What's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this?
Oh, I wasn't ready for that. I'm new around these parts. I think you see her kind of falter when she hears his voice a little bit. It's a little bit of a little bit of a gag. And she has to compose herself. It's very subtle. She continues. I'm just wondering what it is a big, strong man like you are doing out here. Listen, I'm an earther, and I'm not used to coming out to parts like this.
Oh, yeah, an earther, eh? Yeah, me too. That's pretty good. I'm just here at work, overseeing the cargo situation. But, I could be persuaded to take a break.
Oh, she's as she's standing kind of with her hands behind her back, she's taken one hand and she's motioning to everyone to get started at whatever it is they're doing. She's go. She replies to the man, oh, you could be persuaded. That's great. I'm not, asking for much. Just curious, what it is you're kind of packing. Are you with Pope or Sanchez? She motions over to the big sign on the ship.
And he goes, we could talk. Maybe we could just go over there a little bit, hey? He goes, just a sec. And he whistles. He goes, hey, Boris, get over here. And one of the labourers jogs over. And he says, man, this one I gotta go have a quick chat, eh? Keep an eye on everyone for me, will ya? And, Boris looks over at Atea. He gets a leering smile on his face and he flashes a gold tooth. And he says, yeah, got it, boss. And Boris jogs back over and takes up the same position as Haig before, looking over the labourers now.
Oh, no. What's this guy's build?
Which one?
The new guy. Is he scrawnier? Can we take him out?
He's kind of tradey vibes is what I would say.
Oh, good. We can take him out. All right.
Yeah, he's 5'9", kind of stocky chested kind of guy. Just looks like he works with his hands a lot, that kind of person. Cool. So he takes up the position over there and Haig starts talking again. He's like, you're asking, that's actually funny that you brought up Pope Industries. It's funny that you bring it up, actually. It made me wonder why you were here. Yeah, let's go over there to that alley and we can talk it over.
Okay, why not? She taps her leg, feeling for the pistol just to be sure it's there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So before we race off down this path, what are we doing here, the rest of the crew? So, Shrike, are you in position, do you envision to even watch what's unfolding here?
I fully believe Shrike has just left them behind. Maybe she's still in the area because she hasn't walked that fast, but after hearing the plan, she's like, I don't want to be here. I want to go back to the ship. So, I don't know how far she would be, but she's not, I don't think she's close.
Okay, so you don't witness this unfolding. So Flint, then, so what are you doing as Atea and Haig peel off?
assume, as soon as Flint's seen that they are headed towards some form of very conveniently placed alleyway that they're going to go towards, I guess nonchalantly waiting until he thinks it's last minute enough that Haig isn't looking back over towards, and then kind of going to just start at a medium to brisk pace, just getting to that alley. And the intention is, as soon as, I guess, doing a head check around the corner of the alley, making sure it's a kind of dead end, no one's around vibe, and then running up and pistol whipping this guy in the back of the head as many times as it takes to knock him unconscious.
Okay.
I would die for you. I would die for you.
Okay, great. So I would say this would be like a stealth test, but I think with Atea's 18 that she rolled earlier, I think he's taken the bait here, hook, line, and sinker. He's like, man, everything's coming up Haig, isn't it today? What a great opportunity. And then Mo and Trevor, what are you guys going to do?
Yeah, I think Mo just looks to Trev and goes, all right, big boy. Any thoughts? Do we just try and distract the rest of them?
I reckon so. Do we do an argument and just like get everyone involved, or do we like accidentally bump into someone?
How many guys are there, Jack, up left?
There's about 6 laborers. I'd say you probably have time to just like have a quick chat about what you're doing in the time when Flint makes the decision to follow, and while these guys are walking. So maybe this is what you're doing now, is having this conversation.
Cool. What if we go over, ask for some directions? See, one thing leads to another. We can start arguing with them. We can cause something over there. I feel like that. We can get enough people distracted.
Let's improv it, yeah. Just
but we have no one to get into the ship or anything without the key, so...
we can come back to that in just a sec, but let's go over back to Atea and Haig in the meantime. So Haig starts to speak again, and he says,
you know, it's funny. Find a pretty little thing like you way out here at this dock. You mentioned Pope Industries just before, Pope and Sanchez. You interested? You're trying to find a job or something like that? You're trying to meet Mr. Pope, maybe?
Yeah, I might be. Isn't everyone, right? But some of us were different. Some of us people like me, we will succeed, right?
I used to work for Pope Industries, actually.
Well, technically still do, but not like Pope Sanchez, the real Pope Industries,
Did you ever meet him?
Mr. Pope?
Yeah.
No.
Sorry to sound like a fan.
No, sorry, no, he doesn't move around like that. But yeah, he used to work in security, actually. And, we would see some crazy stuff, right? See, we would trade tapes, stuff like that. We used to trade tapes of when people get fired, actually. Super funny stuff, super funny.
So you guys round the corner and you're at the entrance of this very conveniently placed alleyway. Arlo, what are you doing at this point?
Just, I guess, how secluded is this conveniently placed alleyway? Are people around? Dead end? What's the vibe?
So you're in a hangar basically, and the alleyway is next to the entrance to the maintenance corridor. So it's more of like a cover for a maintenance corridor basically. So when you get in there, it's totally, there's no one that can see it basically. It's totally isolated.
Great. I reckon it's, just pulling out the pistol, doing a cool flip in my hand. So I'm holding the butt of it. I guess I'm holding the barrel. And then just going to run and in the back of Haig's head just as many times as possible until he's not moving.
You're not going to easdrop? You're just going to go for it? Okay.
No.
Respect.
We had a plan.
Yep.
Bash him. Okay.
Okay, so let's do that.
The important part of it is are they facing not me? Because that'll obviously cause problems.
I feel like it's oriented, so
they're walking away.
Yeah.
So definitely not facing towards you. Okay, let's get a roll on this. Do you have any focuses that you think might apply for a move like this?
No, I don't have anything. I think that'll be all that helpful.
Okay, I think it's just an
me.
attack roll then, but basically I'm going to say, like, I know this is probably definitely not a rule in the system, but like, let's do cool stuff basically. So if you can roll above a 12 on your attack roll, I'll let you pull off what you want to do here.
Sick. Am I rolling?
You should have like an unarmed attack
Cool.
there.
Just unarmed. Fantastic.
You can do it, Aller. You can do it. I believe in you.
Got this.
That's a 13 with 5 stunt points.
Yes!
Wonderful. Okay, so we'll do this a little cinematically. So Haig, after making that sort of cryptic comment there about the tapes about things getting fired, I think he leaves the space for Atea to respond here.
Getting fired? Well, I mean, what are you implying?
I think he laughs and he says,
Employee number 709,473, first name Atea.
Her face drops.
I must have watched that tape 100 times. What the hell are you up to?
What's the interest? What's it to you? I want to pull out my gun.
great. I think in that moment he goes to respond again, and then Flint, what happens?
It's not pretty. It's I'd say it's borderline close to first degree murder, because the line of unconsciousness and knowing when he's not going to be mobilized is a very thin line in Flint's head. So it's, I want to say 7 or 8 repetitive hits to the back of the head. I don't think Flint fully comprehends how to knock someone out with a pistol. Not part of his military training. So he's just making sure. You said Haig was a bigger person, so he's making sure the job is handled.
Yeah. What noise does he make as he does this, I wonder?
I think there's a scary silence across Flint. It's almost like a stern, like very military strut up to the back of Haig, and then standing there, and he doesn't make a sound. All you hear is, I guess, the thudding against the back of Haig's head and the sound that his pistol makes against it.
So as Flint is kind of going silently knocking him, I think Atea steps back and sees Flint continuing to do it, and like kind of tries to like go up to him. Hey, he's down. You're okay.
I think I get one more thud in there, and then kind of just the plan's working. And then in that instance, start removing his clothing, I guess.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my god!
Straight into. So you want to do that?
Is there any
first?
dumpsters nearby? What's the vibe?
The full hit. I like this.
We're playing Hitman now. What is it?
There's the entrance to the maintenance corridor, but the maintenance corridor are things that like people don't have normal access to. So you would need to like hack a panel of some kind. I'd say this might be something that Shrike might know how to do, as someone on spent a lot of time on Tycho Station. So you might want to give her a bell.
Do you have to?
Yep.
He just walks in. This is a homicide scene.
Kind of make Shrike an accessory.
We have the ability of like radio comms that I can get a hold of Shrike. All right, I'm going to switch to whatever open channel we have.
We're not going to talk about this.
Shrike, I've got some good news. We need you down at the where? Atea, where are we?
We're in an alley where you just, nearly look. He's dead. Is he? Can I see if he's breathing?
Just we gotta just head. Just
Are
get
you
down
close
here.
to where you were?
Guys,
There's an alley.
There's an alley.
alleyway
Okay.
with. We gotta just need you to open a door for us, and a bit of a body.
Can you not
we
like
need to deal
body?
with.
Yeah. Look. I mean, yeah. How close is this guy to death?
Look, so this guy isn't dead, but he's not going to have a good life going forward.
I don't know. But Flint doesn't know that, so it's fine.
Can someone
Atea's
tell
like-
him that?
Atea's like kind of holding her gun, like shaking it in her hand, and she's just gonna kind of shakily put it back into like her like hidden holster under her skirt. And she turns to Flint and she's like, is his spine sticking out? What did you do?
How big was Haig?
He was like 5'10".
Ah, cool, bit bigger. All right. So then I think Flint, as comms with Shrike, is like jumping into his pants, trying to wriggle into them, pulling off jacket or whatever.
So you go clothes before key card is where you go.
Oh,
looking?
I got to look the part. That's the most important thing at the moment. Shrike, if you could just mosey on down here, hack through this door for us.
Oh my god.
100% success rate on the plan so far. This is all according to plan.
Shrike will slowly mosey on over because she is like concerned.
I think Atea's gonna start taking the body and trying to like kind of drag it to hide it behind like a skip or something, a bin. I don't know if she's successfully doing it.
From Flint and Atea, can I get perception tests?
Oh,
yes.
Sure.
I rolled an 8.
Flint got a 15.
Oh,
Flint, I think you probably cock your head up after pulling the vac suit on, and you look around and you're like, yeah, okay, this is actually kind of a secluded spot here. We probably got a little bit of time to wait for Shrike before we act. We probably don't need to panic right away following what
Fantastic.
just happened.
Good to know.
So let's go back to Mo and Trevor now. What are you? So you guys were still having this chat at this stage, basically. So you're like, we could talk to that guy. Do you reckon we could hack those panels? What happens next?
Well, I mean, we don't know that's occurred. So, as far as we know, plan's still a go.
Should we just go straight up, try insult him, get him riled up, and then
maybe we can lure him into a break or start a game of cards, something like that.
I like that.
I'm sure I could cheat at enough cards to get someone pissed at me. Yeah, I think Mo will go, just follow my lead, big boy. And
then you start approaching.
Start strolling over.
Okay,
yeah.
Great. So then let's go to Atea now. What's going on in your head at this point?
I think she's a little bit horrified. Like Atea is nosy, and Flint like leaves a lot of logs and like diary entries. And as the communication officer, she believes it's her place to have her nose in that business. So I think she's like probably more aware of Flint's, I guess, sensitive and kind of insecure side. So seeing him like activate like a sleeper agent has probably thrown her a bit. Like I said, she's kind of shaking. She's already in an alleyway with like a creep by herself. And so I would imagine as this has happened, she's stepped back, like already like kind of pointing this gun at this guy as Flint's like beating his head in. She goes up to him, kind of getting Flint to stop. And then Flint just goes on nonchalantly. So I think maybe she's a little bit afraid. So she sees this whole thing go down. She's trying to talk to him, are we talking about that? I think Flint obviously has been talking to Shrike. So she does the first thing that she can do, which she has power over. And that's like, all right, well, let's move the body. So yeah, I think she's kind of it's probably not very effective. Like she's dragging this body that is, she's like 5'6". She's not strong. She's trying to like kind of drag this guy by one arm as Flint is readying this suit over him. And I think she's maybe kind of backing up for him. I think she's maybe a little bit freaked out.
I'd say this is probably a good time for Shrike to arrive on the scene. So I think you enter the dock. They probably told you, hey, we're back by the maintenance corridor, so you come back. What's Flint actually doing?
So he's in the back suit now. I think wiping the blood on the back of his gun on the undergarments that Haig was wearing, and kind of trying to, I don't know, I guess looking at Haig a bit and being like, how feasibly can I pull off a Haig? So I think he's kind of just staring at Haig's unconscious body bit and being like, all right, we don't look exactly alike. Shrike's probably going to enter to Flint standing in a vac suit, standing over a body on the ground, with, I guess, Atea kind of trying to drag the body a little bit, but it not making it far.
Oh my god.
Wait, I think she's gonna like just stop dead in her tracks in this alleyway. She just stares at the both of them and she goes, "What the hell happened?"
Perfect.
No,
Shrike.
are we gonna talk about this? What is that?
This was the plan.
The black what?
He's
Is
not
she just
dead.
I think it would be better if he was. That looks painful.
I know, like the spine is sort of like it's.
really
I think we gave him scoliosis. Actually, well, not we. Flint.
Okay.
Scoliosis?
She scratches her head and she goes, "Can you just tell me what do you need me for so I can leave faster?"
So I need you to hack into this terminal keypad and get us into this door so we can potentially stash away the unconscious body in front of us. And Atea, need you to explain to me Haig's voice. Got to obviously impersonate that if we're to.
Okay. I'll do my impression, and then you do the impression of me. Okay.
Great.
Nar.
Oh no!
Clear the condensation.
Condensation.
It's more nasally. It's like up
Nasally.
a lot. Yeah. So like
Condensation.
Con.
Oh, you added like U's into it. I like that.
Condensation. Yeah. No, it's kind of like just
Shrike,
pretend you smoke like
confused.
10 packs a day.
Keypad, Shrike. You need to hack into the keypad. We'll keep practicing this.
Yeah.
I wish
Shrike.
she wishes she could mute them in person so bad.
Yep.
She's like, what's on her
Shrike
headphones?
also
Like,
just
yeah, what's up?
just you know what? Listen to Flint. I
don't want to.
No, trust me, you want to.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you could just, before you do that, actually just two of you, like you guys are like, listen, my whole thing is being like cute and hot and petite, but you guys are like muscly. So come and help me move the person who's immobile. She's got scoliosis now.
Am I an accomplice to murder?
No.
No, he's alive.
No, he's not. He's breathing.
Is he gonna die soon
No,
if he doesn't get treated?
Do you want him to?
We'll get we'll get medical assistance down here as soon as we're done the deed. So let's just, the quicker we get to this, the quicker we can get medical attention.
All right. I will just quickly say while that's happening, Shrike, you would just know how to like open the maintenance corridor. It's probably one of those things where it's like not hacking it. It's like, these are kind of crappy panels. You just come over here and like give it a good bang, and it just opens up. So I think you would probably do that.
Can she make it seem like she's overcomplicating it just so she can f with Flint?
Definitely.
Yeah, cool. She does a bunch of stuff with all the panels, and she's like muttering to herself, but she's just like one bang, and it's like it's open.
Yeah, I think Atea, as you guys are talking about, like let's like get medical attention after being threatened in the way she does. Yeah, she'll turn to the group and just say, look, so like he took me into this alley, really like not okay vibes, and then he threatened me with some stuff from my job. So I'm thinking maybe if we could just let him, I mean, I don't want to let him die, but if we could just maybe not give him a hand, that would be great.
I mean, it's not going to be on my guilty conscience, so like, go for it.
Sometimes things happen, and you know what? When you go down, maybe you come back fighting, or maybe you don't, and maybe that's better. No, no one's laughing. Okay.
The stuff about your job, is it? Were you in danger before?
You mean like a long time ago? Or
no,
like
I mean, was he threatening your life or anything like that?
So, in a way, I think, yes. He just knew a bit about me that I don't think he should have known, and that felt threatening to me. The vibes were off.
So is it unsafe for you if he regains his health?
No. No, just leave him. We'll call medical later. It's fine.
Easy.
What does that mean?
Oh my god.
Character development,
appreciate
gang. We love it over here.
Oh my god.
All right. So I assume the three of you start the process of tucking this guy away into the.
And ideally, in a conveniently oversized locker that his body perfectly fits inside of would be fantastic.
There just happens to be one in the maintenance
Perfect,
corridor.
fantastic.
It's amazing. Great.
Love it.
Okay. Great. So do you say anything, Mo and Trevor, as you approach Boris?
As Mo's walking up, says, boys, you all working on a day like this? He's like, I got some cards here. Why don't we play a game? Have a break.
So I think you're walking past, you're saying that, and you get to where Boris is, and he sees you approaching, and he notices you, and he starts to speak. And he's like, hey, what's going on here? Who's you two? Who do you think you are? Who are you supposed to be?
Oh, just some innocent passes by, and look, saw you guys working hard. Thought you might want a well-deserved break. Just doing some good deeds. Just, I don't know, thought you might enjoy a game.
He's just like the most aggressive and over-the-top eye roll that you've ever seen in your life as you start doing it. So for this scene here, basically, what we're going to do is we're going to use a system in the Expanse RPG that they use for social encounters here. So this is a situation where you want something from this person, basically, and you're going to have to make a roll for it at some point. But before you do that in the system here, you have the opportunity to improve his attitude towards you. So this, in terms of how this is going to work, it's kind of like a skill challenge in D&D. What's going on away here? Mo, you've started the approach here. What are you going to do? Are you continuing this gambit with cards?
Yes, for the moment. I think Mo pulls them out and does just like a little flourish or something, like just a little bit of showmanship, like maybe like a bridge shuffle or something, nothing too fancy.
Yeah.
And he's just like, look, you boys are working hard. I figured that everyone deserves a break, and what better time than now?
Okay, and what ability focus are you going to use for this?
I guess it's going to be communication is really the only thing I've got.
Okay, give us a communication roll. You got to try and beat the 12.
Okay. Come on, dice. Oh, come on. I'm going to sack.
You're going to sack fortune.
I'm going to sack it's 3 fortune to make that 2 or 3.
Another one for the churn tracker right here, gang.
Oh, I forgot about that, Jack. Why do you keep telling me afterwards?
We get closer and closer to a bad thing happening.
No!
So you're going to spend how many fortune to change what to what?
3 to make that 2 into a 3.
All right. So you get your 12.
Yeah.
So you do like a cool shuffle. Is that what you do?
Yeah, just like a little bridge shuffle, like just a little flourish shuffle thing. Nothing special. No stakes, boys. Just a friendly game.
Like, oh, look at that. That's pretty good, eh? You're pretty slick with them. Where'd you learn that kind of move, mate?
Here, there, everywhere. Just a man in these cards. I feel like you boys could use some enjoyment. Me and my big boy over here, we figure you look like you could have some fun.
Oh, he is big, that one. Look at him. Hey. Well, what do you got? You got a move for me?
Got to move. Oh, man, I got tons of moves.
So
Suplexes a man.
So what are you gonna do to try and impress?
Oh, I reckon this is gonna be a bit weird, but I'm gonna just see if I can bench press Mo with just straight strength.
Yes.
Just pick him up. It's like, you want some moves? These are moves, mate.
Who needs to consent to this?
No way. This is just happening.
Just manhandles Mo like a limp noodle.
To be honest, I feel like if Trevor wants to manhandle Mo, there's probably not too much Mo could do about it. Let's do the roll. Come on, gang. What do we got? What are you rolling on this one?
Strength.
Straight strength.
And I'm going to say, keep shuffling if you can.
Yeah.
It'll look more impressive and cool.
Oh my god!
That is a 17 with 5 stun points.
All right. So what's it look like as you start lifting him?
Oh no.
I'll go to pick up be like, used to be a wrestler, mate. Follow my lead. So I kind of like hand under one of his armpits, hand on the inside of his thigh, and then just go up and down. Just nothing fancy about it.
I think, you know what, if this is happening, Mo's just leaning into the pit and he's like, boys, you caught us with a bit of a traveling show. We thought you guys looked like you're hard at work and we came to do some entertainment, as he's going up and down from being bench pressed.
Okay, I'm going to allow you to use your 5 stunt points to just succeed on this whole thing here, because that was friggin' amazing what you guys have just pulled off. So I think you're doing this and you're bench pressing Mo's shuffling, and all the laborers they all just come running over. And they're all cheering and applauding for you. It's all a great scene. And during the chat, I think Boris is like, oh, yeah, look, boys, you're running some kind of scam here or something, are you? I don't mind a bit of a scam in me days. So, you need us to get out of here for a little while. We'll rack off and, we'll just come back, Just sort out some of the boxes for us, will you? And then everything sort of wraps up in this nice, fun way. And the interior of the Ebenezer Hazard awaits. Oh, there you go. Sometimes tabletop games, they're just a bit of fun, right? And following the darkness that Flint just caused, we might have needed some levity right there. Hey, don't forget, we have a very special bonus stream coming up this Sunday on the Sounds Like Adventure Twitch page. We're joined by 4 very special winners, and we're heading back to the world of Ethel Grove. We're so excited for some D&D. Special prequel campaign. Who were the Runai anyway? You'll find out on Sunday. But hey, in the meantime, I'll catch you in the next episode of Sounds Like Adventure.